Now for a look at the other side of the camera, our Connie Lee met with Mr. Ravi Baichwal. Ravi is an anchor for ABC News. Check him out in this Spotlight profile.
Ever wondered what it would be like to work in the fast-paced world of broadcast? Well, I got the chance to meet with one of our city's well-renowned journalists, Ravi Baichwal of Chicago's ABC-7 News. Baichwal began his broadcast career in Canada. He's hosted CTV Newsnet Morning and also worked for CTV National News. Before his career in journalism, Baichwal was greatly involved with public affairs.
I always was part of that dialogue between public sector organizations and the general public, and then I was involved in electoral politics, and they're all sort of the same skills in terms of storytelling, story writing, trying to understand big issues through the eyes of average folks. It's all the same set of skills. So there were a series of circumstances that happened. I just basically started to ask myself, well, where do I really want to apply that set of skills? Why not apply it in the genre that they originally came out of, which was journalism, and that's kind of how I ended up going this way.
With those acquired skills, Baichwal became a national figure in Canadian broadcast. He moved to the United States in 2006 and settled in Chicago, where he joined WLS-TV in November of that year. His routine varies day by day, but during the week he goes on assignment as a reporter, and on weekends he co-anchors Chicago's #1 weekend newscasts with Karen Jordan.
I come in and I get a science story, or I have a story in my head, and I go out and I do it. I interview people, I try to do some research, spend some time editing, spend some time writing, and spend a lot of time researching and organizing a shoot, as you are today. And boom, it's over, then you go and do it again. So that's a typical day, which is kind of atypical. As varied as human experience is, it's far more varied than you think it is. And the great thing about journalism is that every day you wake up and you think, I'm about to go and learn something new. I'm about to be put into an environment where it's going to be up to me to interpret what's going on, to be able to then organize the thoughts and then tell a story that's compelling enough for somebody to watch it.
Among his many achievements, Baichwal received the 2008 Emmy Award for Outstanding Achievement for Individual Excellence on Camera in the category of News Anchor. He's an active member of the Asian American Journalists Association and volunteers his time with community organizations like Clearbrook, a charity that helps people with special needs. As a prominent South Asian figure in broadcast, Baichwal has further paved the way for next-generation Asian American journalists.
It's great to see Asian journalists doing such great work where all the technologies are starting to come together, in terms of the web and in terms of shooting your own stuff, and in terms of us essentially being content providers. I think that my advice to Asian journalists is in one sense the same as everybody else who wants to get into journalism. Work hard, understand technology, do the research, be passionate, you'll go a long way.
If you'd like to see more of Ravi, you can catch him every Saturday and Sunday at 5 and 10 p.m. on ABC-7 Weekend News. Reporting for The Slant, this is Connie Lee.
Big thanks to Ravi for hanging out with The Slant. We appreciate all those Asian Americans making a face in television today. You can follow up on Ravi's reports through abc7chicago.com. Don't touch that remote. When we return, the Spoony Bards are in the house. In this mashup music performance, we brought in the awesome cover band, the Spoony Bards. The great thing about these guys is that they cover video game music. You gotta check them out right here, right now.
Hi, we're the Spoony Bards, and we're going to be playing the song Korbaniki, and you probably better know this as the song from Tetris.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm here with the band Spoony Bards. What's up, guys? I want to just say that was an awesome performance. So, what would you say, how would you describe your style of music?
Well, we started playing video game music primarily together, which encompasses very many genres, from classical to jazz to hard rock. So we like to think that we play everything.
I have to ask, why?
Well, a lot of us growing up, we grew up with this music, and it became an integral part of our lives, and on our own we began teaching ourselves how to play, and when we met each other we realized, well, we all can play the similar kinds of music. Let's go, let's do this. And it's kind of snowballed into what you've heard today.
Well, how would you guys become a group?
Many of us met in many different places. Some of us met in high school, some of us met in college, and some of us met at various Japanese animation conventions in the United States. And it was kind of a very random, haphazard meeting.
You guys still go to anime conventions?
We still do, because we're invited to them. We play at them now. Coming up in May, we'll be playing at Anime Central.
This isn't your whole group, right? You have other members. How many members do you guys have?
We have 11 members total. Those who are missing are Natalie, who lives in New York, Alex lives in Massachusetts, and Ronnie, who's currently studying in Europe for grad school.
How did you guys come up with the name Spoony Bards?
The origin of the name, it's from the game Final Fantasy IV, and in the game, a character thinks wrongly that another character is trying to steal his granddaughter from him, and while fighting he insults him saying, "You Spoony Bard," but in the original Japanese he doesn't say anything of the sort. But even though they've retranslated the game over in the US, the line has become so infamous in its silliness that they've kept it.
So how long have you guys been together as a group?
We've been playing since 2004.
And you guys have anything coming up, or?
We'll be playing in Evanston at Bill's Blues on Davis Street on May 2nd.
I just have to say I'm a big fan of your work. I love, video game music, especially Super Mario Brothers. The star! Alright, there we have it, Spoony Bards, everyone. The Spoony Bards have played at a bunch of anime events and video game conventions. You can find out more stuff on the band and their gigs at SpoonyBards.com. Okay, guys and gals, that's our time. Be sure to tune in to the Slant every Thursday night at 6 p.m. and Pond to Replay at midnight. If you're itching for more, go to theslant.tv for that quick remedy.